it's finally time to check out the new album from Imminence called The Black. Now, this is my first time listening to any of the songs. I've not heard anything off the new record at all. And all I know about it is that people seem to have a pretty overall positive review. Obviously, there's been thumbnails that popped up on YouTube of other reactors, and it seems like the consensus is this is good. So I'm very excited to check it out for myself and see what it's like. I have enjoyed some Imminent songs I've heard in the past. Let's see what this has got in store. And go. It's a curious fuzzy effect they've got there.
There's some monster growing in our heads, whisper words of death, setting our world on fire. Don't tell me all the wicked things you said. Save your breath, there's not enough time to waste.
An unusual voice here.
How can you go on like this?
So double voice track. One subdued, one more intense. It's a slow, trudging pace. There's that violin. And a hint, perhaps, of the screaming to come. A lone cross-stick snare. The bass is creeping in. The kick drum sounds amazing. Very full. Very moody song to open with. It's dark. It's got a sadness to it. Love that the scream vocal brings a bit of fire to otherwise pure melancholy. Hello. Surprise ending. I like how they use the violin towards the end of that last bit. Going up in those notes. Vigorous strumming. I don't know if strumming is the word for violin.
Hold your breath and count to 10. Promise me it's not the end. Take control.
As the haunting violin returns. Okay. beats. I'm liking the gaps there. The violin just carries through. Nice. This is a fantastic vocal moment. Reminds me of Thrice. Blast beats again. And then change. Nice. Yeah. Violin goes back in. Again, similar to the first song, it's like a slow march. Trudging forwards into a storm. So, it's like a reimagined melody for the chorus part. Repeating. The drums going all over the toms. Cool. Fucking hell. Oh, we're ringing out. It's epic. Yeah. Tasty guitar. Should be like a movie soundtrack. It's so epic. Heaven Shall Burn. It's also ominous. It's not an upbeat record. Going back and forth between those rhythmic leanings. Filth. Okay. Blasting away. Still leading with the snare, but slightly different beat. Half the tempo. It's a really intense scream. Full of anguish and despair. That sad, slow violin comes in. And there's some offbeat violin bits as well. Woof. Love the space they had in there. Again. Someone give this gentleman a hug. It's all so... Ooh, that was lovely. Good Lord. Klaxon. I do love the plucked violin sound. That's a fun scream. Starting high, twisting low. Wow. Again, an epic ending. Ooh, there's a groove coming in. For some reason I'm thinking of Parkway Drive here. Kind of rock element. Again? Wow. Madness. This is the double kick drum pedal song, apparently. Expert use of them. That's beautiful. I'm surprised they didn't repeat that melody again. It's very cool how that guitar cuts through. Fuck. It's got a great scream. You got that layer, the violin. Double vocal track, one sung, one screaming. Just ups the ante emotionally. whispers. Ooh, I thought it was gonna be half the tempo of that. But we're marching again. It's forwards like. This is the reckoning. Death is waiting on me. You synchronize. Death is waiting on me. Whoa. That's a slow pace. That sounded like a difficult transition vocally to go from that high to the low. Two violins here. At least. Lovely play there.
There's no escape from the thoughts inside my head. Dark days just taking the best of me.
Got a heartbeat pulse.
This life has got me by my knees. There's no cure to the disease. Come to live with the pain. Can you turn back time to change what you've done, to shape what you become? Drowning in my mind.
Nice, repeated. Got a different vibe to it. Still sad, but not quite as sad. Oh yeah. This so far is my favorite song. A bit more space in it. Slight more jubilant vibe in the chorus.
Can you hear the echoes of my heart? A distant beating in the dark. Can't make sense of
It's the most varied, I think. You got the bass and the kick drum locking in. Lovely melody the way it dips and dives downwards, sort of floats. The fact that those notes go up is what gives it a sort of jubilant feel, despite the lyrics and the scream delivery. Now what next, sirs? There's an up-pitching thing in the background there. It's like a sense of emergency. that heartbeat pulse again. But it's more subtle, I think. Wonder how they finish this off. This is like a post-chorus. Do we go up in intensity, or do we dwindle down? We're staying consistent so far. The lead guitar part is now the main focus. Okay. So kind of kept the tone going, and then at the end, we diminish down. I think that's my favorite song so far. The mood has changed. It's very heavy. That's gotta be some down-tuned guitar strings. All right. Oh god. Fucking deathcore. Fairly consistent theme on this record where they'll have double kicks to riffage and it stops the gap and they kind of bounce back and forth. Fuck me. Again, right? Madness. Bunch of space. Love that. So far the album is tonally very similar between the songs. And also generally dynamically kind of similar. Death by a Thousand Cuts really stood out, I think. An extended busyness, but they still have the gap at the end. piercing high violin note. Interesting. Now we're halfway through. All the energy's gone. It's just a synth. Low, holding some chords. Do we build back up to the crescendo like before? I think they're gonna take their time getting there. It's very pretty. It does sound like the soundtrack to some kind of war-torn apocalypse. It's some of the saddest sounds I've ever heard on a metal record. It's very beautiful. Okay, back into the same motif, but now the drum kit is doing more to support. You got the ring outs on the guitars. There's a minute left. I don't think they're gonna go back to the big crescendo stuff. All right, they're doing a version of it. Fucking intense songs. It's not painting a rosy picture, sonically or lyrically. Oh, this might be an interlude. It's only 2.5 minutes. It's so soundtracky. It's like a loading screen for Call of Duty. You know? Again, it's got that kind of march tempo. Even the metallicness of some of the sounds. It's an impressive thing to put together. I don't know that it's exciting me. Again, there's like two violins, one high, one low, kind of playing off each other a little. white noise is building up. I bet it goes to silence suddenly. Oh, no, okay. Fades down. I did not expect that. The Call of the Void. Interesting. Again, double kicks, space. Double kicks, space. That's a nice groove. Yeah, this is a great moment. Cool. Again. Yeah, satisfying. This is the end of everything. Apocalyptic, right? This is the end of everything. As I watch my world burn. Consistent theme throughout. It's bleak as fuck. Gap. Gap. As the sky is falling down, across the valley, but an empty ground. This is great. Sick guitars. Again, multiple guitar violin parts here. One pan left, one pan right.
Consumed by the dark, it tears me apart. It pulls me in, it pulls me in. It calls to my soul.
I like that subtle snare.
It pulls me in, it pulls me in, pulls me
I love when they put the scream vocal in the mix. It's not very present. It's just in there, buried slightly. That felt like it came in a little early, oddly. Interesting. Ending a song just on the floor tom flams. After all that. Cool song though, I enjoyed that. We have a slow tempo. Nothing like the start of this album.
Tragedy awaits for those who dwell in the shadows.
So again, the busyness and gaps, back and forth. Here comes the violin. That's a different tone. And that's due to the vocal delivery and the reverb they put on it. That's a little different. Almost sounds like a female harmony to it. There's the violin again. After several songs, that started to become uninteresting to me. It's almost token. I don't know. Darkness goes to my feet, gazing into nothing. Death is a concern. I'm enjoying that polyrhythmic China all on its own. Might just be a tiny, like a splash cymbal. Thing is, I'm not wild about this particular section, but it is different from the rest of the album, so I'm therefore finding it more interesting. Low tune guitar sludging the background. Okay. Yeah, we doubled the tempo, we left a snare out, and we kept going. Slow down, right? That's a crazy chord. Okay. Very much in keeping with the rest of the album, except for the kind of chorus. That was a little bit of a different tone. 3 songs to go. L'appel du vide. This might be an interlude. Well, it's 4 minutes. Nice little twilly thing. Yeah, that's cool. It's a different flavor. So there's left pan and right pan, 2 different guitars, doing different things, but at that end, they kind of come together. A little delay on it. already thinking about what I might rate this album, and I have no idea what to do with it. It might not fit my scale. So it seems to be an interlude. Quite a long one. Some voices here. Rather artsy, I'd say. Now, the minute left. I don't know what the black is like, but I wonder if this might be the tempo of it. And this is leading into it? That'd be cool. The black seems to be a 6-minute, 10-second epic. Okay, the beat is stopped. My theory is dashed. Why would you do that? Why would you have that kind of slow tempo trudge for 30 seconds and just disband it? Weird. All right, the black. Oh, piano.
What's the point of living in the dark? Trying to stop the bleeding of the heart. Tell me why are you forsaken?
Like this voice is different. Accentuating this sounds on it. That reverb. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 12/4. This is interesting. Again, gap, busyness, gap, busyness, gap. Consistent theme.
Caught in a circuit, no means to an end. I'm trying to quiet the voice in my head. Just got me open and leave me for dead. Why can't
This is beautiful.
pull the thorn in my side? Lord knows I tried. Watch that night like a knife in my back into the black. There's something in there. Pulling me down in the deep. Won't you follow me to the edge?
This is the most pop style vocal we had until then. A really unusual series of sounds in this one.
Telling me that I could be next. Every day
That 12/4 rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 1, being tapped out on something. I feel like we're still missing the full throttle of this song. We've been here, we're now here. There's still a ceiling that's not been explored yet. I'm excited about that. Let's go big. Let's do something massive here. Pay it off. It's thinking about it. We're still building. Okay. We're trying. Got 24/4 for the kicks. We got screams. There's a choir doing something. Few layers, including violins. Let's go bigger. There we go. We've got busy, stop. Busy, stop. I hope I'm not ruining this album for anyone. And we fade out. Okay. One to go, Le Noir, which is French for the black, for the dark. 3 minutes. Is this an outro? Instrumentally thing? I'm becoming increasingly worried about my rating of this. Glistening over here? What's that? It sounds like I can hear 3 strings, but there might be 2 violins. Very somber. A third one has entered. It is beautiful. What the fuck am I gonna rate this album? I didn't expect this to build up. I thought it would just peter out. But it's an intense end. And it wasn't that much of a resolution. Wow. Fucking hell. All right. How do I sum up that album? There's innovation within there, which is great, right? It is refreshing to have violin within the realm of metal. And I think that's why I've enjoyed Imminence in the past, because like on one-off songs or singles I've listened to, you've had a violin in there as well. It's a very interesting element to have. Over the course of an album, every time it comes in, I kind of notice it, like, oh, there's that violin again. It loses its charm for me somehow and becomes a little bit token, like, oh, we've not had the violin for a while, let's add that in. And I'm sure that's not the way that was written, intentively with when it comes in and out. But it's too consistent a sound thematically that it doesn't help the fact that generally a lot of the songs in this record I found to be quite similar in terms of their dynamic range and overall tone, right? It's this sort of slow, marching, anguished, despairing, haunting, melancholic tone, right? And fine, that's what we want to explore across this album. I totally get it. But as a listening experience for me, I don't really connect massively with that kind of a tone. I don't know why that is. But I don't... Maybe this is my failing. But I, in my core being, don't really resonate with melancholic anguish like that. Maybe I'm just bottling up this human emotion and I'm not tapping into it. Fucking possibly. But I don't know that that's true because I get it from other things, right? I connect to the melancholic aspects of Sleep Token. Somehow that's more connective in a human way. And the way that's written is more varied, raw, purposeful. A lot of the stuff that's in this album for me is kind of similar. And I pointed it out a bunch of times because it just kept happening. And everything's going busy, space. Busyness, space. And you could argue that's thematically interesting and it makes an album make sense as a unit of songs that have some similarities within them. But when it's that tone and that dynamic structure so often, I don't need nearly an hour of that to get the sense of what something was trying to say. Or at least that's that's my interpretation of it, So actually, even though I'm not really for interludes, they at least had a different tone and interest to them from most of what the songs were to me. But there were some great moments in there. Death by a Thousand Cuts I thought was a good song because that was quite different. And, that kind of repeated rising and falling violin or synth piece that was in the chorus gave it a little something. And there's some interesting percussive things going on in this album, which I did like. Moments. Like that one that had the heartbeat kind of bit within there. I thought that was quite cool. The Call of the Void I thought was the best metal song within it. That kind of slapped fairly consistently. I thought that was great. I think they're at their best when they have a big groove with the scream vocals, you know, got those mad low tune guitars, but with like a little bit of a guitar riff that stands out. And you can have the layer of the violin that supports that. Or, you know, the song The Black, towards the end of that song, the violin that stood out and did its own thing, that I thought was great. That really added something. But yeah, I found it overall, like, obviously, it's impressive. The musicianship is fantastic. You know, very hard to do what they've done here. You know, it's well produced, and it's a very worthy piece of art. But I personally found it a little boring, because I think the tone was it was kind of established in song 1, and it didn't massively deviate from there. All they would do is, you'd have moments where the big full band drops out and you have like a quiet, somber moment with like just violin or synth and the vocals. But that's kind of the only way it really varied massively for me. And other than that, I just don't really connect with this kind of melancholic, emotional thing. Again, maybe that's a me thing. Maybe I need to get therapy and find out what the fuck that's about. But I'm sure some people are going to call this a masterpiece. I am not going to do that. But I don't really know what to give it. Because honestly, it's probably, like it's kind of not for me. And I've liked Imminence, but I wonder if I've liked the unique performative snack that is a singular Imminence song as an experience to enjoy. But for an album, I don't need an album of it for some reason. That's not something I enjoyed particularly. There were moments, you know. So it was a halfway decent. Feels cruel to say that's a halfway decent album. I wouldn't give it as a delicious. I'm sure people will give a case for masterpiece, but it's just not my vibe. Is it solid? There's some good moments in there. Will I listen to it again? I think solid music I'd happily listen to again. I'm not really in a hurry to hear it again. I think I'm excited to see it live. You know, I want to experience Imminence live. To see what it's like with all that sound and that violin piercing through. That's going to be very interesting. But I think it might just not be for me. And that's okay. That's okay. I don't know that that's going to be echoing what anyone else thinks. But, yeah, a little long-winded, little samey in terms of the tone and some of the structural things they were doing within songs. And, yeah, shit. I'm not saying it's shit. I'm saying, oh, shit. Like, I didn't expect to not really dig that. But, and maybe it's because we were saying it's amazing. So my expectation was high. But I don't think that's it. I think this is just not quite my tone of music in the metal world. I like jauntier stuff, generally. And the jaunty moments within that album, I dug. And that could be heavy jaunty. There was some heavy jauntiness in there. But I'm going to say, I can appreciate the musicianship. And if you're into this kind of thing, it's probably a masterpiece. You'd probably find it hard to find a better version of whatever this thing is than this. But it's not for me. Damn. Sozzles. Now, I don't know I don't know if I'm going to put this on YouTube. It'll definitely go on Patreon. I'm just trying to figure out loud. Am I going to... Because I don't want to put a, negative criticism out there for a band that's fairly up and coming, right? They're doing very well. But I don't want to pile on. But I don't think I'm piling on. I think I'm being fair in my critique. And it is very impressive. But yeah, I'm not going to do the whole, subscribe to the channel thing. Listen, that was my take. That's what I thought of the Imminence album. Let me know in the comments, if this does end up on YouTube, what you thought of my assessment of that and how wrong you might think it is. Be interested to hear other people's thoughts on this. And now I'm going to go check out and actually watch the videos of other reactors and see what they made of this album. Because maybe I'm completely off. And maybe I'm broken on the inside. But, yeah, it just wasn't for me, that one. That's okay. That's okay.